tournament. I'm your host, Dominique Williams, and of course I have the dynamic duo with me, Felix Reyes Jr. and Timothy White Jr. The rundown we'll be talking about today is the NCAA tournament, Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, and should kids be allowed to run on the court to hug their favorite athlete, and our top 5 of the week. So let's get this play started. There are 4, the final 4. March Madness is winding down, and I know it's been a crazy month for everyone who's following the tournament this year. So we're going to ask, who are the bottom 2? Who will be in the national championship, and who would take home the title? Felix, let's start with you.
Well, in my final 2 national championship game, I'm picking Oklahoma to play Syracuse. I know it's weird to say this, but Syracuse is really an underdog this year, and more so like a Cinderella. I mean, not many people pick them to make it this far. I mean, when they finished 10th in the ACC, nobody really expects that team to go to the Final Four, but something about Jim Boeheim and this 2-3 defense, this 2-3 zone that he's been coaching for over 30 years, that's still giving people trouble, man. But I picked them to start at the beginning of the tourney, and I'm sticking with my pick. I'm picking Oklahoma to beat them in that national championship game. Buddy Hield is just too strong of a player. He's becoming a superstar in this tournament. He's the best player left in this tournament.
Excuse me. Thank you. All right, continue.
He's definitely the best player in this tournament, and he's the first player since 1990, when Dennis Scott did this, to average 25 points per game for a team that made the Final Four. So he's having a wonderful season, and this is just the perfect way for him to cap it off.
Me personally, as you know, I already agree with Felix on Oklahoma going to the national championship and winning it. But however, I'm going to have to disagree on Syracuse. Now, I'm not surprised Syracuse made it unlike most are, which is kind of surprising to me because they're actually, a pretty decent team regardless of the 13 losses and everything. I didn't expect them to do that bad. Maybe didn't expect them to be in the Final Four, but at the same time, it's not a surprise to me. It's not like, oh, we didn't see that one coming. It's not a Cinderella story. It's not a Cinderella story, people. It's Syracuse. This is a powerhouse team. They're in the tournament just about every year.
They have the history behind the program.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, I have North Carolina, University of North Carolina, making it out the eastern side of the conference to the national championship. Just based off the fact that they have been really dominating.
Right.
Wild out there. I mean, they just beat Notre Dame 88-74. Before that, they beat Indiana 101 to 86. Man, I mean, they've been killing guys literally in this tournament. And not to say, oh, well, they didn't play no real powerhouse teams and stuff like that. Indiana, I consider a powerhouse team. I don't know about most, but at the end of the day, I'm looking at it from this perspective. These are the teams that everybody thought they were going to lose to. People didn't think they were going to beat Notre Dame. People didn't think they were going to beat Indiana. People probably gave Providence a running chance at beating them. It was probably a toss-up in most people's eyes. And then even from the analysts on ESPN, some people expected Providence to do a little bit better, maybe step their game up against Syracuse, but they didn't. Syracuse demolished them and demolished the next 2 opponents, like I said before. So I have University of North Carolina making it out, but however, they will ultimately lose to Buddy Hield and Oklahoma.
Right. So what I got to say about the whole people saying, oh, they didn't play a powerhouse team, They played who they were put to play against.
Exactly.
They didn't create this schedule. They didn't create the bracket. They played who the committee told them to play, and they beat them. Point blank period.
Exactly. And the fact that they're in the tournament and they're doing that good, blowing teams out like that, should already speak for itself. It's not like they're winning close games.
Right. The only thing with them is they don't take a lot of threes. So when they play against Syracuse in this 2-3 zone, they're probably gonna pack it in, and they're gonna try to force North Carolina to beat them from the 3-point line. And I want to see if they can actually answer that call. And they might have to get a little greedy and take threes instead of 2.
I think they'll honestly just keep grounding and pounding it in the paint, and they might just win from the free throw line. That's what I'm assuming. But we'll have to wait and see.
All right, well, we'll see how the end result would that be. I still got Kentucky going all the way.
How?
We never give up. We never give it up.
Big Blue treat this like it's a religion, man.
It is always my faith. All right, so moving on. Playing in his final game in Salt Lake City, who the whole night took a worse turn for Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. Utah Jazz defeated the Lakers 123-75, giving them the worst loss in Laker history once again.
Once again.
Once again.
Wow.
Once again.
NBA championships.
So what does that say for Kobe Bryant coming to his end?
Right now.
We gotta let the LA native go first. We have to.
Really?
We have to. We have to.
No, I don't think he's ready for
No,
this.
no. He's on camera. He's ready.
This is horrific. They were down by 40 at the end of 3. I'm looking dead at the camera. Everybody has to go. This is bad.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Everybody? So
Jim Buss, Byron Scott, Jeannie, everybody.
The players too?
Out of here.
Players too?
Players don't have to go because it's easier to get rid of.
I was about to say, you about to be Donald
Higher-
Trump right now. Hold up.
What
Everybody
made
gotta
this
go.
even worse was the fact that after the game, Kobe came out and said nobody else wanted to take the challenge. Byron Scott said nobody else wanted to take the challenge of guarding Rodney Hood. We have 12 other players on that roster, and you gonna make the old man guard this young dude, Rodney Hood?
It doesn't make sense.
Jordan Clarkson, where you at? D'Angelo Russell, where you at? We need you guys. Don't even get me started on this whole snitching situation. This is supposed to be your teammate. Why would you go out there and even record him, even if you didn't want to put it out there? Why would you record this man talking about some personal stuff?
Hold on now. Back in the day, they said Kobe snitched on Shaq about his relationship issues.
And I'm still mad at him about that too. But in the day and age of social media, where things get out there, where we have proof of this actual conversation happening, they say Kobe snitched on him, but we don't have the actual proof of him recording Shaq saying, "Yo, this is
So
what
it's
the
alleged.
deal was." Right. This is more so allegedly. As far as D'Angelo Russell goes, this is real. Like we've seen the video, we can hear the audio of Nick Young.
Plain as day.
Plain as day. Why would you do that? And now they're isolating him. So this whole Kobe's final farewell tour is taking a turn for the left, and everybody's probably thinking, well, what can go worse? We could lose that 3rd pick, that top 5 pick. And if
To
they
the
lose
Nets.
and that's the only thing.
Maybe
that-
the number 1 pick. If
after
that's
all
any
that's
chance.
going on with this season, the losing by 48 points, Kobe's last year and all that, the one thing that can still salvage this season and say that it was worth it was to get that top 3 pick. And the way it's looking right now, I'm not even sure if they're going to get that. I'm just upset. I'm mad. Tim, go ahead.
Well, Tim,
Well-
take the floor.
I'm going to start off with this, and I'm going to make it as brief as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 championships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points against Utah. Oh my gosh. Come on, this is the Kobe farewell tour? The leading scorer was, if I'm not mistaken, Lou Williams with 16 points. Leading rebounder was the point guard Jordan Clarkson. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. This is ridiculous. It's terrible. Like, Rodney Hood, and who people do sleep on, he is a great player.
Right.
He's just on not that great of a team.
They just don't get
The national coverage they deserve. But you have guys like Rodney Hood dropping 30 on you, making it look easy. Didn't even play, didn't have to. And then it's just, look, the Lakers as a whole they're reminding me of the Dallas Cowboys. The Lakers are now the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
I'm going to need you to
really?
explain that.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. A whole lot of drama, whole lot of halftime, sideline stories and shows going on. Not enough wins, not enough, okay, getting it together on the court. It's more so, the Lakers are a sideshow now, more than anything. That's what I mean when I say they're the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
So they're more of the entertainment of the NBA now.
That's what it
It's
seems
not so
like.
much
That's what
basketball.
it seems like. And I feel bad for Kobe that he has to go out like this. That was his last game in Utah. Normally he crushes
You think they
Utah.
had it
He
set up
crushed
for him to
Utah
go like
every
that?
time in the playoffs. Huh?
Do you think it was set up for him to go out, like for them to make him go out like that, to embarrass him?
No.
No.
No, because nobody wants to lose by that much. And that's where I come into play, where I'm saying, where's your heart? Why are you mailing it in? You have 2 weeks left in the season. Why are you mailing it in?
It doesn't make
But I
sense.
feel like as an organization as a whole, they should have still built around Kobe as well.
Well, you can only build around an aging superstar for so long before you got to turn the keys over to somebody else. That's what
Exactly.
you're trying to do right now.
Exactly.
All right, well, after the break, we'll have more sports up next. All right, and we're back. So let's head over to Eric with this week's Street Corner.
Welcome back to a brand new edition of Street Corner. As you know, I'm your host, Eric White, and on this edition, we're going to be asking people, Cookman, how do they feel about young children running out on a professional stage to see their favorite athlete?
I think it's a disruption to the entire game, actually. The last thing we need is someone actually getting hurt and then one of the athletes being held responsible for it. It's dangerous, honestly. I understand their fans, but they should stay in the crowds.
I feel that, I mean, they trying to follow the professional footsteps, but I mean, not every kid should just run out there. I mean, if their parents play, yes, that's cool, but I just feel like the cancer, you know what I'm saying, the kids should like go out there, the ones who's dying, that's their last wish. I feel like that's who should be the ones who really go out there and really get a chance to interact with the professionals.
Well, I feel as though it's a time and a place where they could do it. Like if there's the game going on, they shouldn't be running out on the field because they could get hurt, and nobody wants that to happen to their children. But after the game, I feel as though they should be allowed to run on the court and meet their favorite athlete.
Well, personally, I believe that children still shouldn't be allowed to run on the court or the field to see the professional athlete. I believe it's because, see, if one child does it, then it's going to start a trend for everybody to want to do it. And it's just going to come to the point where everybody's going to try to be on the field at one time or the court, and it's going to just cause a lot of commotion. At the end of the day, kids are still a fan just like anybody else. So you should just stay in your seat, watch the game, and have a good time. Now, back to you guys.
Nothing can be more of a shocker when you're standing at the top of the key in the final minutes of the game and you all of a sudden feel somebody grasping your thigh. Well, only if you're Carmelo Anthony, right?
Oh,
So-
okay. 'Cause I'm about to say,
Who grabbed my leg?
Right?
this is definitely sports corner.
All right, now let's get back to it. Should a kid be allowed to run on the court to hug their favorite athlete, as an incident took place where a kid ran on the court to hug Carmelo Anthony? Should that be allowed, or should that just be like, oh, he's just a kid?
What do you think?
It's okay.
What do I think? Well, first and foremost, shout out to that kid.
Real MVP.
Yes, definitely. He has guts. He has guts. Definitely. It shouldn't be though, because what if he had did that while somebody was on a fast break? What if he had did that while the game was actually in motion, they were swinging the ball, and you know, these guys are like 6'6", 6'7", you know, they're really tall. They're not going to be able to look down and see a little short kid, not even about 3, maybe 4 feet high.
They don't even want to die for the ball.
Exactly. Exactly. And then mess around and knock them over, and then the parents mad, but it's the parents' fault. Like, it could just be a whole bunch of different scenarios as to
The
why that
security,
shouldn't happen.
Where was security
Right.
at
That's
this?
my main question.
He
Where
stood
was
his way
security?
past
Exactly. The security would have got blamed for it, and then it just would have been, they probably would have sued the arena or something like that. It just would have been a big bunch of nonsense, and it just would have been a big bunch of, it would have been a huge catastrophe for the most part. So yes, it shouldn't happen, but shout out to that kid, because he did what every kid at his age wants to do when they're courtside or when they're just at an NBA game, period, and that's talk to their favorite player, get a chance to touch their favorite player, get a chance to just get that recognition. Like, hey, Carmelo Anthony.
You had this forever now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, Carmelo Anthony, you're my idol. I respect you. You're the best NBA player ever. Like, that's probably what that kid, he probably didn't say all that, but I guarantee
That's how he felt.
that's definitely how he felt. Because if I was a kid and I got to finally see Allen Iverson play when he played for Philly, and I would have been able to go down to that court and get a chance to touch him, just grab his handband. Just let me get a grip of his corner.
Oh my God.
I wonder,
Something.
what if it was LeBron James as the player?
Oh, LeBron probably would have took a selfie with him.
Right, LeBron would probably pick the kid up.
I don't know. I think
Like,
LeBron
yo.
would have pushed him or something.
Nah.
I don't know.
Nah, he's not a bad person.
LeBron's
like
a nice
that.
guy. LeBron's a nice guy.
Barely.
LeBron love the kids.
Barely.
LeBron love the kids.
I just
dog.
think it's crazy that a lot of people thought this was cute, but in today's climate, I mean,
Think of it.
This
what
went
if it
well.
would have happened in an international team?
right? It would have been it would have gotten real ugly had this happened probably overseas,
Yes.
because they don't really mess around with players or fans running onto the field. Kids
Yeah.
are not. And I mean, what if somebody else sees this? What if a parent sees this and watching this and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna do that when I go to the game. I'm gonna let my kid run onto the court
That's stupid.
and all that."
That's stupid.
We have a lot of stupid people in this world.
With all
It's
honesty,
America.
I don't know about it. Don't say America, stupid.
Yeah, can we digress from that one time? But what I'm saying is like, that's not good parenting, and that was what I was saying earlier. Like, the parent wouldn't be a good parent to let their child do that. But then if their child got hurt, would be quick to say, oh, it's the arena's fault or it's the security's fault for not stopping your
or I'm
kid.
going to sue the team because so and so kicked my kid in the face when they're going up for a dunk.
Exactly, and then it's a big, and then you mess around. God forbid a player get injured if it ever happens, and then that's a whole nother thing going on. I mean, going up. So it's just too much.
Take care of your kids, parent.
Take care of your kids and security. Do your job. Okay.
That too.
You need to teach your kids the 10 rules that we learned in kindergarten. Sit in your seat and do not stand unless told to do so. That's all you gotta do.
I definitely wasn't that kid in kindergarten.
Obviously, now you see what happens to this generation, right?
I'm just being honest.
Right.
That's a whole nother situation. I digress from that as well. That's a whole nother conversation.
Okay, so Tim, so you got that the plug for us this week?
Oh, the plug for the top 5? Definitely. Definitely.
I don't know how you're going to top yourself this time.
I know, but last week, boy.
Hey.
Unless you like Drake, back to back,
Hey, I might have to Meek Mill him one time,
Meek, but he took that L though.
I mean, like,
give him
Oh, okay.
like,
Just making sure.
Let's just go watch.
Let's go to it.
With the tip jam. Wow. Kind of been their MO of late. Arthur posted up on Caldwell. Blocked by Jordan. Recovered by Redding. The lead to the under. Slam dunk. Going the other way. Purdue.
That was crazy. I think, Tim, you keep one-upping yourself, man.
Damn!
Man.
Tim Nito, Tim the man, Cameron.
That shocked me even more the second time around. That's crazy.
Hey, man, you did this thing again.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I'll give you a little credit.
That's wild. I'll take it all.
Right. Any credit is good.
A little credit from Dominique is like loads of credit from anybody else. I'll take it.
All right, well, that's all we have for you today. Be sure to follow us at BCU Sports Corner on Instagram and Twitter from Timothy White Jr. and Felix Reyes Jr. and myself, the one and only Dominique Williams. Be sure to keep sports in your corner.
Buddy Hield! Buddy Hield!
Bus out of
Buddy
here.
Hield! Buddy Hield to the Nets!
Kentucky!
Buddy Hield to the
Kentucky.
Nets! Buddy, do the Buddy
Kentucky.
Hield. Do the Buddy Hield. Do the Buddy Hield.